Hello everyone, this is Norma. Today I'm going to show you how to create a simple and quick handmade card for a baptism or christening, so please stay tuned. So to begin, we're going to go ahead and do all our die cutting and embossing. And so here I'm just taking the banner framelets along with the oval framelets, and I'm going to go ahead and place those on some white cardstock along with the two framelets, and I'm just going to sandwich those and run it through my Big Shot. And then so once you run it through the Big Shot, you're going to want to take those out, of course. And then so after this, we're going to go ahead and do our dry embossing, which is here. It'll show you on that tab to go ahead and place it on that tab, and then we're going to be using the stylish embossing folder to emboss our, again, white cardstock. And we're just going to go ahead and sandwich that and run it through the Big Shot again. And so once you run it through the Big Shot, you're going to see some texture to the cardstock that you ran through there. And here I'm just taking another die that I'm going to go ahead and die cut. So after all your die cutting and embossing, you're going to need your layers to put your card together. The base measures 4¼ by 5½. Your middle blue layer there measures 4 by 5¼ and your top layer measures 3/7 by 5 1/8. So here I'm going to use that across to stamp my image. Here I'm taking my embossing buddy and just running that through my oval there to prevent static. And I'm going to go ahead and take my image there and I'm inking it up in the Versamark, which I'm stamping to my oval. And here I'm just taking some scratch paper and pouring some embossing powder to my image there. And so then next I'm going to go ahead and take my heat tool and I'm going to go ahead and start heating that image up. And basically what that's going to do is start setting the embossing powder to make it more of a raised image, which makes it really pretty, gives it a nice dimension to it. So next we're going to go ahead and start putting our card together, and here I'm just adding some steel adhesive to my Bashful Blue layer and adding a good amount of adhesive here to this one due to the textured impression on the top layer. And so I'm adding that there. And next I'm going to take my banner die cut and add some adhesive and try to place it as evenly as possible to the top. And so it looks like it wasn't quite the way I wanted it, so I removed it again and placed it, and it looks pretty good there. And so next I'm just taking this oval lacy die cut that I die cut and adding the oval with the image that I heat embossed. And so then I'm going to add some Stampin' Up dimensionals to here. You want to add quite a bit because you don't want that center to buckle. So yeah, so love these Stampin' Up dimensionals. I use a ton of those. And so here I'm just going to add that to the top there, and we're done with that. So now that the outside of our card is all done, we're going to go ahead and stamp God Bless You on the inside of the card. And I'm going to be using my Stamp-A-Majig for this just to make sure that the sentiment is centered and straight. And so the Stamp-A-Majig really makes it easy for that. So here I'm just going to go ahead and place the sentiment where I want it, and I'm using a pigment ink for that, and I'm placing it here just to make sure that it's, again, straight and centered. And so I stamped it here, but it didn't quite ink all the way, so I went on ahead and stamped it again, which is the beauty of using a Stamp-A-Majig. Love that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to create a card for a baptism or a christening. And don't forget to check my blog for all the details on this project. And don't forget to also check the description box in my YouTube down below for all the products that were used. Thank you so much for watching.